Hello! If you don't already know me, I'm Maz, and I made your Creative Big Three zine. I wanted to walk you through it. I know I personally love a video walkthrough, especially when something has like a few parts or a few pieces. This offering does, and I think it's well worth it. So I just wanted to like give you a little lay of the land before you get started. When you get the Creative Big Three zine, you're going to get a Notion page. If you're not familiar with Notion, you can get Notion for free right here. It is pretty incredible, I gotta say. The Notion page looks like this. It has a side navigation bar, so you can kind of scroll through and see where things are. We're actually going to go through it really quick. I'm going to give you a little tour, and then I'm going to walk you through the process of making the zine. So when you get it, you're going to right away see like how to use the zine. I've got a little step-by-step guide for you all, which is what I'm walking you through right now. You also have all the zine templates right here. There's a few. I'm going to share which ones might be right for you in a few minutes. And then down here we see your all about your moon, your Venus, your Mercury. These are the integration questions, so you can kind of like scroll through these. You can answer them here. If you want to make a copy of this so that you can answer right in here, just go up here and hit duplicate, and then this will create a copy for you in your own Notion. And then you can edit, you can write your own notes, etc., etc. I wanted to include this troubleshooting section just in case something doesn't resonate with you. It's completely okay, and there might be a few reasons why. So I've included those here as well. You can toggle down to see more. I've also got some frequently asked questions here, a little bit more about me, and then some info if you want more, and an invitation to say hi. If you want to let me know how this landed for you, give me some feedback, tell me which placement surprised or excited you the most, I will send you a special little gift. I would love to hear from you. So let's pop back up to the top using our side navigation. This is going to be your step-by-step of how to use this. If you already know your chart and you already know where your moon, your Venus, and your Mercury are, what signs they're in, you can skip to step 3 and choose a zine template. If you don't, let's go through that together. The first site I have for you here is AstroSeek. I have AstroSeek open right here. I feel like I'm doing like a little cooking show. And here it is already made. And in here, you just click on the free horoscopes online. You get your birth chart. Down here, you scroll, put in your date of birth, your time. If you don't know your time, no big deal. Just click this right here. It's not going to tell you your specific houses, but that is okay for this offering. We're not going into houses on this offering. We're just talking about the planets and their signs. So that'll work perfectly. I have already loaded up here for us Beyonce's chart. So when we click through, we're going to see Beyonce's beautiful chart. And then this is the moon symbol right here. So this is moon is in Scorpio. You can see that here. We're also going to look for her Venus and her Mercury. Mercury is right here. That's going to be in Libra. And then we also have Venus in Libra. So we have all those things right here. If you don't know how to read a chart like this, no big deal. That's why I chose this site to share with you. You just scroll down and you can find that information right in here. So here we have the sun. What we're looking for here is the moon. And you can see it says here the moon is in Scorpio. And then as we scroll down, Mercury in Libra. And then we have Venus in Libra as well. So that's all the information we need to know. It's all right here. If you want to use Chani, I know Chani is really popular. I also use Chani sometimes. You can just pop over here and use Chani's. The link is in the Notion doc as well. Now, if you don't know your birth time for Chani, put in 12 a.m. It is not going to give you an accurate chart fully, like it won't tell you the houses again, but that's okay. It'll still give you enough information. So I already have Beyonce's information loaded here. So we'll just calculate this chart. When you do Chani's, then you just got to scroll up and you can see the chart here. And then you can scroll down to see the placements here. The moon in Scorpio, the Mercury and the Venus are in Libra. You can also click right here to see the table if that's easier for you to read. And then you can just like go over here and see where things are. So that's another great way to do it. Once you have all that figured out, then we are going to find out which zine template is right for you. I've made 3 for you because I just wanted you to have one for like every single use case. Okay, so I actually have 3 templates for you. They're all listed in the Notion doc and explained, but I'm also going to explain them here. The first one is this full color zine. It's going to fold up really nice into this beautiful little zine that you can have with you. It has everything about your moon, your Venus, your Mercury, and then it unfolds into this really fun integration. It's almost like a map or a Venn diagram. It gives you some really awesome activities to do. So that is what this one is, this full color, beautiful little zine. So you're going to see it right here, and it's going to invite you to copy and paste things. To use this, I want you to make a copy. So just go to File and make yourself a copy of this so that you can update it, so that you can copy and paste your signs info. I'll go over that in just a moment. And then down here, Where the integration is, you can choose between this one, this like full color bright one, or maybe you like something a little more simple. You can also choose this style. So I didn't want to choose for you. I wanted you to have options. I'm a Gemini and I love an option, so I wanted to extend that to you. So if you don't want this page, just go ahead and delete it or push it down, move it down to the next page. That way, these two pages are right next to each other. What you're going to do with this, once you've made your copy, is you're going to copy and paste your information here. I will share about that in just a moment once I go over all the templates. I've also created for you a high contrast or a simpler template if you want to print black and white, or if you need something a little more high contrast for visual ease, then this one is here as well. It has all the same information. It's exactly the same. It's just much simpler in design. And then if you're someone who wants to make a digital zine and you're not gonna print, you're not gonna do anything like that, I've also made you a digital zine. So this has all the same information, all the same stuff as the other one. It's just made to be looked at on a screen versus a little zine that you cut and fold and have in your hands. So it just depends on whatever you want to do. All the processes are going to be the same, where we're going to like copy and paste your signs info here. I'll go over that in just a second. And all of these, you're going to again want to go to File and make a copy. Something that is unique for the print ones, and it's for both print ones, is that this first half of the first page, once you've copied and pasted everything in, I'm going to want you to highlight the whole thing, these two pages here, these two spreads, and then we're going to rotate it 180 degrees. You can see that little number there. Once I hit 180, it's good to go. That way it'll print up really nice like this little zine, because what happens is when it prints, the first thing we do is we fold it in half. So that way all the pages will be upright. I tried to figure out a way to save you this step and I just couldn't figure it out. So if this is like the one slightly tricky step, but I believe in you, you can do it. Once you've done it and once all your information is in, we're going to go to share, going to want to go to download, and then you can select PDF print right here and save the pages, the first and second page. Go ahead and download that, and then it will be ready to print double-sided so that you can cut it and fold it and have this beautiful zine. I will do a demo of making the zine in a moment, but first I want to do a demo of putting in your info. So you will see that over here, there's a few places where you can put in info. Want to invite you to put your name here. That way you know it's yours. And then over here for every planet and every sign, I have keywords and then I have information here. You will find all of that in your handy dandy Notion doc. So a little bit more about your moon sign, if you're curious, is right here. And then the part that you copy paste is right here. So once you find out what your moon sign is in, you're going to go over here and copy your keyword. And then you're going to just pop it right here. And then you're going to put your sign right here. You can copy your keyword again here. And then you're going to go back over. It's a little copy paste, but it's worth it, I promise. You're going to want to copy your superpowers. It fits perfectly if you only copy the body. So if you copy superpower, it won't fit as perfectly. So just go ahead and copy the body. The title's already in there. So we're going to copy that. And then we're just going to pop on over here. We're going to just highlight this section right here. Copy paste, there it is. If any of the spacing bothers you, you can toggle a little here and there, but I've tested them all to fit. We can do the same with your affirmations right here. And so every sign has an affirmation. Every placement for every sign has an affirmation. And so we'll go ahead and copy that here as well. I timed it and it took me about 5 minutes to copy and paste the whole zine, but trust me, well worth it. And then your invitation is right here. And that gets popped in right here where it says invitation. And then again, your keyword goes right above it. So that's that. You're going to do this for every sign. So I have different superpowers and affirmations written for every sign. So once you do your moon sign, you're going to just pop down to your Venus, copy paste again. And then once you're done with that, do your Mercury, copy paste that. Make sure that you do that final step of rotating these pages. So on this one, it's just going to look like this. Select all of that. Go ahead, give it a 180-degree rotate. Oops, it went around twice, no big deal. Wait till that says 180, and then you're ready to export it and to print it. I'm going to show you a little bit more about the Notion, and then we'll go over how to cut and fold to make the zine when you're ready. So in your Notion doc, you'll notice that you have all this good information. We've got a little bit more about the Mercury sign, a little more about the Venus sign than I could fit in the zine. And then we have your integration activities. That's all the activities that are on the back of this. So if you wanted to fill them out in your Notion, you can do that right here. Maybe that's easier for you than looking at this page. whatever you prefer. And then over here, like I said, I've included some common issues that people run into with astrology. The questions of like, why didn't that resonate with me? Or what do you mean by that? So I've given you a few of those little like nuggets over here. So if something doesn't resonate, definitely come to this section, read it, and see what's happening for you. I've also got some FAQs here, a little bit more about me, and then what to do next, as well as an invitation to say hi. I hope you enjoy this. I had so much fun making it for you. I interviewed people. I talked to tons of other like astrology babes. I talked to a lot of creatives. I saw like what would really support you. And I have to say, when I did my own and I printed it and I actually went through it and did the exercises, I was like, this is helping me. I know I wrote this, but even like for instance, my Venus is in Aries, and the invitation to ritual was really exciting for me. I've been using that for the last few weeks, and it's actually helped me finish this zine to treat it as a ritual. So I hope that it's as supportive for you as I want it to be. I hope that you just have such an amazing time enjoying this, and I hope you share it. I hope you share it with all your creative friends, with your partners, with your sweeties, with your coworkers. I hope you share it like far and wide, and I hope it's something that you come back to over and over again. If you chose to do a printed zine, the first step would be to cut off this excess edge if you want the full bleed. That way it will turn out like this cute little book with no edges. Now, if you don't mind about the white edges, no problem. You can totally fold it with it. The first fold we're going to do is going to be long ways this way, a nice landscape fold. So it looks like this. The next fold we're going to do is folding it in half the other way. And then we're going to take those halves and we are going to fold them again so that what we have is this W, or these like four columns. And so now we have these four columns, four folds this way. We have one fold this way. We're going to fold it in half this way. I know I keep saying this way. And then we're going to just take our scissors. This is a very important part. We're going to cut along the fold just to this center so that it creates an opening in the center. So we're just going to cut that first section like that. And then I always call this the kiss. We're going to hold these edges and we're going to make it kiss so that it does this. And then we're going to locate the cover, and we're going to fold around it, and then take it and like go over those folds, give them a really nice fold. And then there we have it. We have our zine. So this is what it looks like with those edges on. No big deal. But if you're someone who doesn't like the edges, you can absolutely cut them off before. It folds up really nice either way. And then when you open it up all the way, you've got this. I will also link to another video of somebody showing you how to do this where they have an overhead camera, because there are some really good ones online. If you loved this and you want more, or you want to know more about astrology or yourself, or you want to know more about how to embody your creativity with ease and delight, check out my offerings. I have Astro Coaching for you, I have Astro-Hotline, and I have Cosmic Playground. So different pathways to do different things. Astro Coaching is one-on-one work where we really dig into your chart and go so deep on you. It is absolutely amazing. I love working with clients that way. I also have Astro-Hotline, which is a work in progress. It's going to be a visual podcast where I answer questions and give advice based on people's astrology. And then last but not least, there's Cosmic Playground, where I teach every month and we do monthly resets and monthly art making sessions. So absolutely beautiful, somewhere where we're growing together, learning about astrology and ourselves, exploring self-expression and creativity and liberation together. I hope you have a gorgeous day and enjoy your scene.